Looking for excitement? Chumba Casino is here. Play anytime, play anywhere. Play on the train, play at the store, play at home, play when you're bored. Play today for your chance to win and get daily bonuses when you log in. So what are you waiting for? Don't delay. Chumba Casino is free to play.
Experience social gameplay like never before. Go to Chumba Casino right now to play hundreds of games, including online slots, bingo, Slingo, and more. Live the Chumba life at ChumbaCasino.com. VGW Group. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Now, don't go away, because next on CBS Radio's Comedy Time are those two zany characters of many characters, Bob and Ray.
And now, Bob Elliott and Ray Goulding present the CBS Radio Network. Take it, Bob and Ray.
Thank you. Thank you, Ray.
How's everything going for you, Bob?
Very good, but I asked Webley to drop around because we didn't get a chance to talk about yesterday. Friday we didn't get a chance to ask you about this.
Everything's been going very well for me. I wish I could spend a little more time to talk with you, but I'm so busy that I'm going to have to run along.
Well, didn't you take our advice and stop running up bills like you were doing, living at the Waldorf?
Well, the way I looked at it, my ship is going to come in one of these days, and I'll be able to pay for all this. My living.
That's pretty shaky ground you're living on, you know.
Well, you know, Bob, I think a person, if he's going to approach life at all, should approach it with a smile on his face.
With a smile on his face, yes.
You don't have to translate for me. People don't understand. And you got to have confidence in the future.
Well, that's a little overconfident.
Confidence in the future, you said. You what the Ray?
That's what he said, but this optimistic outlook doesn't fit your pocketbook, I don't think.
Well, as I say, one of these days my ship will come in. At least I certainly hope so.
I hope so, because
I got to run along and have a big party over at the hotel with Cesar and the whole gang.
Okay, well, lots of luck.
Porfirio's going to come up.
Porfirio's going to be
there. I'll be there. The whole time.
Have a good time.
Pay your bill. Oh, he's gone. Pay your bills.
He won't. He's going to get in the same trouble he's gotten into before.
And now then, gang, stand by. Because we have with us today the last of the old-time Western marshals, Slim Slade. And he's here with a few facts that might surprise you. Hello, Slim.
All right, just keep your hands in sight, son.
Well, what's this all about? I'm not armed or anything.
Well, you've got to overlook me being suspicious. I'm still afraid of some young punk wanting to try me out.
You mean there's still some gunfighters around who'd like to see how fast you are on the draw?
That's about it. At my age, I got to be careful. Need every advantage in a gunfight.
Well, Slim, I know at one time you were reputed to be the fastest draw in the West, right?
That's right, but it was a long time ago. Quick draw these days takes me about 15 minutes.
15 minutes to draw?
Yeah, and about another 30, 40 seconds to pull the trigger.
Well, has anyone attempted to draw on you here in New York City?
Not yet. But you know who's getting out of prison today?
Who, Slim?
Kid Volby. sent him up 50 years ago, and he vowed that when he got out, he was going to look me up.
Well, what time is this train due in, sir?
Already in. Fact is, he might be on his way here now.
Well, did you tell him you were coming here, Slim?
Sure. Ain't no saddle tramp on earth can push Slim Slade around.
Well, I think I'll just get out of here.
Oh, stay where you are, son. This is my fight, and you ain't no way involved. But I'll need a witness to what's about to happen, so if you try to leave, I'll pistol whip you.
Well, I don't think you can lift that pistol, Slim.
2 hands I can. Now stay where you are. Now, just make out things as natural-like. Keep on asking me them questions.
Okay. Where did you do your marshalling, Slim, back in the old days?
Well, one place is like another. I used to arrest people wherever I went. Once I visited a prison and arrested one of the convicts there.
Well,
Oh, that might be Kid Volby.
Slade, you in there?
That's Kid Volby, all right. Now I gotta trick him. Play along with me, what I do. Hello out there. Bet you think I'm Slim Slade.
Well, if you ain't, who are you?
I'm Billy Sickey. But I happen to know where Slim Slade is at. Now, I don't like him any more than you do, so come on in and I'll tell you where you can find him.
Okay.
Incidentally, just for the fun of it, leave your gun outside. Now, come on in.
Well, you didn't fool him one bit with that fake voice, Slim.
Well, looks like I'm headed for the place where there ain't no gullies or ditches. Place where the cactus is tipped with blunt material. Where horses are automatically broke in. A place where...
Slim, he only nicked you on the toe. You'll be fine. And thank you, old-time Marshal Slim Slade, for being with us today. Watch out for the young punks. So long.
Get him out, will you please, Wallace?
Come on, buddy.
Help him along.
Roll along.
I'd like to take a moment to remind you, as they do in radio as always, wherever you go, go with radio.
But if where you're going is to take a shower, well, don't take your radio along. You don't want to lose any of your listeners through, trouble like that.
Right, that's negative thinking.
With radio, there's always music, news, and entertainment right there waiting for you.
So pack that portable wind-up radio along with you wherever you go.
The slogan is, radio is instant fun. And now, Butter Pecan, the greatest name in ice cream, presents another episode of One Fella's Family. Today's episode is entitled Going Like 60 and is taken from book VI, chapter CLVIIX. It's shortly after 4 in the afternoon as we look in on the family. We find Father on the front porch, sitting there next to Mother, and Father speaks.
Beautiful day, Sandy.
Certainly is.
Good day to just sit on the porch and rock.
Wonder where the family is. Jack and all the girls.
Well, Claudia's back east on vacation.
Yes.
Clifford is up north fishing.
You suppose it's too early to cut back the roses?
Well, in another week or so, Daddy.
Now, who in the world would be driving up this residential street like that?
It looked like Jack's car to me.
It was. Come to think of it, it was Jack's car.
I think he's gone around the block. Maybe he missed seeing the house.
Well, what in the world would he do that for? Why wouldn't he stop and come in and say hello to his folks?
Fanny.
Yeah. Have you called Doctor about those teeth of yours?
Haven't been having too much trouble with the blade.
Seem to slip just a little when you smile. Jack! Oh, Jack!
Oh, Jack. He didn't hear us, then.
It is Jack.
Must be.
He looked anxious. Looked like he wanted to get someplace.
Yes, well, he's getting there in a hurry, but all he's doing is going around and around the block.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we ought to call. Well, here he comes. Jack! Jack!
Oh, Jack.
Jack!
He's certainly going like 60.
You've been listening to One Fella's Family. Brought to you by Butter Pecan, the greatest name in ice cream. Today's episode was entitled Going Like 60 and was taken from Book VI, Chapter CLBIIX. One Fella's Family is written and produced by T. Wilson Messy. This is a Messy production.
We don't have any lost and found items, do we, in our studio grab bag as yet?
No, we haven't, Bob.
People have been very careful in our audiences this past month to
They
take
used to
everything.
leave valuable items here, but they've been watching it. I think the signs on the wall have helped a great deal, too.
We cannot be responsible.
Right, and to keep an eye on everything, and to be sure you have everything when you leave that you had when you came in.
Incidentally, keep those good neighbor nomination letters coming in, because very soon now we'll be getting the Good Neighbor Award for August.
Or September. I think we've given the August.
Did we give the August?
Yeah.
We gave it away before.
Wait a minute, Bob. I see Pierre, Mr. Music, is about to give the downbeat. Hi again, everybody. This is your Faces in the News reporter, and today's face, a red one. It belongs to truck driver Joseph Swanson, who's here with us now. How do you like having your face in the paper, Joe?
Oh, pretty good, but it's not the first time my picture's been in the paper. Once when I was 13, there was some kind of an epidemic around, and the picture was taken of me standing on line waiting to get a shot from the doctor.
And the picture of you that appeared in the paper yesterday, the one showing your truck wedged in under the Harvey Township underpass, was it as enjoyable as the picture you just discussed?
Well, the picture of me standing in front of my truck shows the...
Well, a perplexed look as you stare at the contents of your truck spilled all over the road.
Yeah. Well, I like the one when I was 13 better. I was much lighter then, wirrier.
Sure.
I looked like a jerk in this latest picture.
Well, I tell you, would you tell our listeners about your poor height judgment, Mr. Swanson?
Well, you know, life is just a matter of inches. Baseball... A ball can be hit 1/10 of an inch away from a fielder.
Yeah.
A safe could fall out of a building and miss a guy by 1/2 an inch.
Sure.
And sometimes 3/4 of an inch could be the difference between...
Well, now, look, I agree that life is a matter of inches, Mr. Swanson.
Right.
Now then, how high was the underpass, and what was the height of your truck?
Well, the underpass is 11 feet high, and my truck, from the pavement up, runs about 27 feet.
Oh, boy, that must have been quite an impact, Mr. Swanson.
Well, it's funny the way it happened. I was approaching the underpass, and I noticed the skull and the gear shift stick wasn't screwed on tight.
They do come loose every once in a
The
while.
head was facing the instrument panel.
And that threw you off.
Certainly did. Next thing I know, whammo.
Well, it's lucky you didn't get hurt. That's all I can say, Joe.
Well, I have the protection of the foam rubber padding on the dashboard to thank for that. When I hit the underpass, I was thrown against the dashboard and snapped back into the van of the truck.
I see. Well, now, Mr. Swanson, in the picture, you're staring at the contents of the truck scattered all over the road there. Would you tell our listeners what you were transporting?
I was transporting a lot of office equipment. Desks, swivel chairs, filing cabinets, wastebaskets, desk sides, coat racks, water coolers, all stuff like that.
And the picture shows the furniture all over the street.
Yeah.
Now, in this one picture, I see a man sitting on one of the swivel chairs that was thrown off the truck, and he's got both thumbs under his suspenders, and he's wiggling his fingers and smoking a cigar. Do you know him?
No, he's some wise guy. Make him believe he's an executive. A lot of guys kid around when something like this happens.
You know, that's the truth. And then I also see a man with a feather duster going over your truck with mock sincerity.
Yeah, I punched him one.
Well, how's your boss feel about all this?
Well, I'm very lucky there. I'm my own boss, so I have nobody to answer to all the damages I pay for.
Well, you are indeed lucky, Mr. Joseph Swanson.
Right.
And thank you for being such a wonderful face in the news.
Do we have time to call in Arthur Schrank, who is today in Nashville, Tennessee?
If we hurry, Bob.
With the help of FC Soul of WLAC there, Smelly Dave makes his first appearance after having been found in Albany, New York. So come in, Arthur Schrank, Nashville.
This is Arthur Schrank speaking to you from a theater here in Nashville. WLAC's promotion department, in conjunction with Bob and Ray's Great Whale, are presenting a display here in this theater in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. I'm standing in front of... Thank you, everybody. Standing in front of a theater filled with WLAC listeners and fans and clients. And I would like now to present Mr.
FC.
I'm sorry. Mr. F.C. Stoll. Mr. F.C. Stoll, the general manager of WLAC, who will open the curtain and show you the display.
I've just been told that we don't have too much time here. I just would like to thank on behalf of our WLAC staff and our audience here in Nashville, I'd like to thank Bob and Ray for sending Dave here in his first appearance since having been gone so long. And with these words, I now direct that the curtain be opened that you may get a better look at Smelly Dave.
Arthur Schrank again. It's the same old reaction, Bob and Ray. You're going to have to do something about this. Take it away, please.
Well, same old story, I guess, but at least Dave is back on the road, so watch for him in your town.
This is Ray Goulding reminding you to write it to get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumb.
For news and colorful sidelights, hear Lowell Thomas evenings on the CBS Radio Network. CBS Radio Network.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply.
21st Precinct, aka 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953 to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer, writer, director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloan for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to Deputy Inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins, and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between 5th Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.